All right. Welcome. Master Maz here from Meridian Middle East. Welcome, one and all. This is your Sunday SBM, stretching, breathing, and meditation. Sunday evening here in Doha, and no matter where you are, in London, UK, in San Diego, California, in Gaza, Palestine, you guys are all here at the same time, same place. And for those on the YouTube, that recording will stay on for as long as we have a channel over there. So make sure to share this video once it is over, so you can show all your friends and family what they've been missing. What's up, Manira, all the way from the nice province in Spain. Dr. Alexandra, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. And for everyone else on the Zoom, how's everybody doing? You guys feeling okay? So let's go through what we're going to be doing today and what it all means. So just to have you really immerse in the information and the principles as to what we're going to be doing before we actually go ahead and do it. SBM, stretching, breathing, meditation, is kind of our forte when it comes to brain education and really connecting the body to the rest of our brain's function. Stretching, in essence, is actually based on the meridian channels inside our body. These are channels and lines that go top to bottom and across, carrying energy, bioelectric matter throughout our body, and really connects us in terms of our sensation to our brains. So it's really important to understand that the first step to brain education is sensitizing. See, we have a lot of emotions inside this body, memories too. Even our thoughts have a muscle imprint. What that means is whenever we think of something, whenever we feel something, there is a honest and true and real-time reflection of that in our bodies. Meaning this is an index and an archive for not only our present, but also our past and our future. All our future worries and all our past tensions. It's in here. And that's how we really understand the connection between the body and the brain. If you think of every muscle you pull, that wasn't always conscious. Sometimes when we're afraid, we seize up. And sometimes when we're really excited, things happen too. All kinds of emotion really live inside our body. And so to really access them and open them up, energetically is the way to really sense our way through the body. So really this is a feeling and a conscious movement, a conscious exercise. So when we're stretching, don't simply sacrifice or surrender yourself to the movement only. This is a conscious movement, meaning you need to be feeling each and every one of these stretches, each one of these movements. And thankfully for the brain education curriculum, it's not just limited to stretching. There's many ways in which we can manipulate the body. There's swinging, there's shaking, twisting, pulsing, stretching, and a whole range of others like tapping and others. So we always focus on the acupressure points, the Eastern Meridian philosophies that run through our body. But then that is the access way to the second part of our sequence today, which is the breathing. When your body's a lot more open, even physiologically, your diaphragm's a lot more relaxed, your breathing is a lot more full, and your body's a lot less tense, more relieved, more homeostatic, and as well, much more activated in the parasympathetic nervous system to help you rest, digest, and heal. Perfect for breathing meditation. That's when we're going to take you deeper into your breathing. And that really helps you calm your nervous system and fall into deeper layers of your brain waves. Meaning less thinking, more feeling, less beta waves, more alpha waves. Finally, we're going to finish up with a meditation. And today's meditation, which is also signature for brain education, is much more energetic in awareness. So this is also sensing your bioelectric matter. We call it JiGam meditation. And this is where we really sense our energy, if you like, and get to really activate our extra senses. We call them extra or hypersensory perception. So HSP, right? So lots of things happening today, all in this short 1 hour. I hope that you guys are ready. We're going to start standing, and we don't need that much space around us, so be sure just have a little room ready, and then towards the end when we get into the breathing portion, we're going to find a seat. Of course, you can sit on the floor or on a chair, whatever you feel comfortable. Comfort is really important, and the attitude for today is casual, relaxed, but sincere. So relaxed focus, open focus, that's our aim, that's our attitude, meaning take it easy, take yourself lightly, take this training lightly, and you actually are more apt to learn, because it's also scientifically proven that when you're in a fun, joyful mood, disposition, you learn and pick up more things. So be sure to check that mood of yours, check that attitude, turn that frown upside down, little smile, tell your brain it's doing okay. All right, everybody? So let's go ahead and begin. Let's greet each other. This is in Korean culture tradition. Hands over your danjan, your dantian, or otherwise your second chakra or center of the body. Let's greet each other. The word is 반갑습니다. 반갑습니다. And it means you look like heaven. Beautiful way to start the practice. If you've got neighbors around you, family, friends, go ahead. Let's greet each other. 반갑습니다. Neighbors near, 반갑습니다. And for all those virtually near or far, 반갑습니다. Well done. All right, let's go ahead and get started with a gentle shake of the body. Really nice to bring our awareness inside. So all I'm doing is placing my feet flat on the floor and relaxing the rest of my joints. Hips, knees, shoulders, elbows, wrists. So focusing on joints to help relax them and really hang freely like gravity. All right, and as we do this, let's go ahead and do a active body scan. Starting from the top, go ahead and scan your facial features, your facial expression, your forehead. Make it light, make it soft. Lessen those wrinkles, drop those eyebrows. Good. And breathe out any residual tension. So you notice how already we're harnessing the three in play throughout our movement. The conscious mind in where you're focusing and what you're feeling. The body and what it's doing, the movement, and then the breath. With whatever it is you feel residually, exhaling out. So you're definitely manifesting, transforming energy, and connecting dimensions together. Right away. So feel, move, breathe out. Good. Moving down to the eye sockets, your eyes, rest them in the back. No glaring, just relaxed in your eye sockets. Cheekbones too, relax those cheeks. Relax the jaw, relax the mouth and lips. Slightly open, allowing the air to escape freely. Good job. Moving your attention now to the sides of the neck, back of the neck, front of the neck. You can move it around a little bit too, just to kind of check, right? And exhale out. Keep that shake and vibration constant. The key thing about this rhythmic oscillation, this rhythmic undulation of the body, is the rhythm. The brainstem, which really controls a lot of our autonomous function inside the body, really works with rhythm all the time. Our heart, our lungs, and our breathing, our circulation. So rhythm is really natural to the body, natural to the brain. So it really helps activate more of that homeostasis, more of that parasympathetic, so really getting you into that rest, into that healing state. All right? Exhaling out. Good job. Focusing down on your collarbone, your shoulders. Feel this part out. Really relax the shoulders, drop the tension. Even if you feel some tension here in the back, it's okay in the beginning. Smile, tell your brain you're doing just fine. We'll get to all that. Now feeling your chest, solar plexus. Everything should be oscillating evenly, easily. Exhale if you do feel any discomfort or tension, any heaviness as well. Really connect to that body sensation. All of this to bring our attention from the out to the in. That's why we call this first part of brain education Do In, to bring our mind in and to also pull the body. Good. Bring your attention now to the waist, the abdomen. Release any tension you feel around your organs, your gut. So don't tense your abdomen. Relax the waist muscles. Relax the thighs. Relax the hips. So you're really feeling more of like a real drop in the weight as you're moving. Bring your attention down to the joints here and your ankles all the way down. So everything is dissolving. All the heaviness is finding its way to the bottom of your feet. As you exhale, just breathe out. Release all that tension. Beautiful job. Great. I can even sense you're focused and you're really willing for acceptance and for change, right? We got to see ourselves where we are and we got to see it in order to heal it, right? So we can't just jump to change if we don't know what we're changing. Let's take a really good feel for what we have here. So you are not tense, you are not sick, you may have some tense condition, you may have some dis-ease, but you are fine. So let's really take a good measure of how we are. Exhale out. Beautiful. All right, slow it down and really sensitize to that feeling in the tips of your fingers, inside your palms. It may feel like there's a bit of a rush, some circulation, some heat, anything here or around the palms, even around the wrists, the forearm. Just kind of feel it out. Maybe even all the way down to your feet, your knees. Kind of really sense all that sensation kind of circling through the body, and enjoy the feeling of your presence. Good. All right, let's go ahead and get into our first stretches. First and foremost, I really like these because we often neglect this part right here, the neck. So let's go ahead and really practice holding a position over to one side. So if you feel really strain in the neck, what you can do is give it a soft landing with your shoulder. You can even just kind of rest your hand up top, so long as you rest your ear on the shoulder. Or for those that are comfortable, just kind of lean to one side. No aggressive force here necessary. And if you feel that tension, that's good enough. And then from there, bring your attention to the breath. Inhaling to this part of the neck, exhaling out. Good. And as your neck really settles in and rests, you can feel it stretch longer. You may even feel more discomfort. So we're digging into that feeling, that true condition. Inhale again to where you feel it, like you can imagine the breath moving there, and then exhale out. Good. Use that imagination. It's a beautiful function of the brain. Go ahead, inhale again. Visualize the breath coming into that place like it's giving it a nice massage. Exhale out. Let's go 2 more. Inhale. And exhale out. It's always good to have the breath come from here, the chest. You want to feel your chest descend like you're really letting go of that burden and heaviness. Inhale. Don't be afraid to sigh or smile out. Let's go ahead to the other side. So again, like before, if you're feeling some real tension, don't be afraid to give it a soft landing. Maybe even like a cushion with your shoulder. You can just rest your hand here or over there with your wrist. Otherwise, by all means, just let it hang right there. Feel the side of the neck. And for some of us, the neck could be fine, but for a lot of us, we do feel tensions from sitting all day, standing, or whatever it is we're thinking about creates a lot of tension here. Exhale out. Let's do this 4 more times. All right, go ahead from here. Inhale to that side of the neck. Exhale out. Good job. Really feel it, and don't be afraid to let your neck rest down a little further. If you feel more discomfort, that's not abnormal. You may feel more discomfort before more relief. Inhale in. Exhale out. Let's do 2 more. Inhale in. Exhale out. The quality of your breath is also really important. Don't force your breath out. Let it really seep out. Inhale in. Like it's almost resting to where it needs to be. Whatever's out of you or whatever needs to go out of you can go out of you now. Really settle it out. All right. So from here, interlace the fingers. We're going to do something with our chin. Resting it right there on our chest, and then just with the weight of our arms, placing it almost in the crown of our head, letting our elbows kind of hang down. So no need for any excess pulling, right? So we're just kind of letting the elbows drop, chin rested on the chest. From here, you might feel some tension right there in the back of the head. We call this acupressure point where the vertebrae of your spine meet the skull, the Amun point. You might feel it right there, or you might feel it in your Dechu point where your cervical spine ends and your thoracic spine begins. Right there's another acupressure point, or you might even feel it all the way down in your middle back or even lower back. Everybody's got different tensions. Just hold it there. Let the weight of your arms do all the work. Exhale out. 3 more. Exhale out. 2 more. And you can feel your chin and the weight of your head resting even more in the chest. You might even feel the condition or the tension in your body change. It might change place or location. Good. Slide your hands down And already we're feeling a sense of relief, a lightness around the head. Even if we feel the tension, it's like, wow, I've got so much tension, you generally feel a lightness, like somehow this head's lighter. And maybe a little bit cooler, not thinking as much. And now we know we're getting more into our body. All right, final one for the neck. We're going to place our thumb right underneath our chin like this, resting our fingers against the chin on the front. And then try as best as you can just to kind of look up. Make your head parallel to the ceiling. Wow. Oh my goodness. I felt that all the way down to the middle of my back, thoracic spine. Remember, no aggressive pushing. Really open this heart, the conception vessel meridian down the front. 2 and 1. Good. Really simple stuff, right? Like anyone can do this, but with the right focus and the right breath work, super effective. Okay? Now let's go ahead and work on this area right here. From here, production's got a bit of an issue with camera 3. All right, guys, so here we go. From here, let's go in and twist all the way out. Beautiful. So we got our pinkies pointed to the back. Let me show it to you from here. So this is what we're doing. Turning our hands backward, wrists, elbows, as well as shoulders, all the way back. Beautiful. Great. Woo, you might feel some tension at some point, but don't discourage yourself. Go ahead and try your best. As you turn all the way back, hold that pose. Exhale out. If you're feeling it all the way to your chest, beautiful. There's a lung meridian here and an intestine meridian and some other meridians that are probably going to feel it. As you twist all the way out, exhale. Smile through that tension, through that discomfort. If you found tension, well done. You now know what you have. Great job. Keep exhaling and keep twisting out. This is an active motion. It's an isometric stretch, but you are actually still pulling actively towards the back, twisting. Exhaling out. Whoa. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Oh, you might be like, my tension, my shoulders. Exhale out, smile out, make a sound if you like. And release. Hai shonada. So this is a really good word to remember. I shonada. I is just a sound. Shonada means feels so good or feels so cool. So hi shonada. Whenever you send that relief, really send that message to your brain like, whoa, that feels good. Let's go ahead and do it to the front and the back again a couple more times. So let's do the front now. Wrists coming forward. I want to try and make my thumb point towards the screen. So I'm really twisting my wrists, my elbows, and my shoulders. Kind of imagining like all that fascia, all that skin in the back of my, there, pulling to the front, right there. So it's like I'm pulling the skin of my back all the way to the front. There we go. Exhaling through. You can see that nice arch in my back. Really feel that back open up. Exhale through. You might even feel it all the way down to the middle back, but make sure you're also feeling your shoulders turn, your elbows, as well as your wrists. So you don't need to be all the way down here. Otherwise, you lose the focus of the pulling. Exhale. One more breath. Great job. And release out. Chuk, 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 chuk. You guys really should be feeling your arms at this point. That's real sensitization. Let's do it one more time in either direction. Go ahead from here, turning your hands back, turning your elbows, turning your shoulders. Pull, 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 pull. Wow. Okay. So if you're really going for it, you should be feeling it all the way to your solar plexus. Even the front here. That pulling is beautiful in relaxing so many of our organs, so many of our fascial tension that we actually use to hold our organs. So it's really relieving so much. It's not just muscle. Exhale through. Beautiful. One more time. And release. Oh, shonada. Wow. So you're really also doing your joints a favor. That rotation is super helpful for that ball and socket joint right here too. All right, so go ahead one last time to the front. Wrists, elbows, shoulders. Pull the shoulders forward. Make the thumbs point forward. Really go for it. Do your best. So this is ceaseless self-challenge. No matter where your condition is, take one more step beyond where you think you can go, and you will and can surprise yourself. Exhale. Exhale. Whoa. Really take, oh, I can squeeze a hair more. Just a little bit. Exhale. Beautiful job. And release. Ai shona da. That's it. So even you notice like you're feeling a lot more open up here. Your rib cage, even your diaphragm. Notice the change between one step and the other. Very important to be observant and aware. The more of your being, any part, energetically, physically, or even mentally, you can be more aware of, the more conscious as beings we become, okay? So now here, let's try and open up our solar plexus even more, as well as our chest. Have a little bit of a horse's stance, so bent knees, wider than shoulder width, bend the hips a little bit as well, arms out to the side, elbows at shoulder height. Let's pulse twice to either side, like a nice dynamic twist. 1 and 2, change sides, and 4. Again, so you really feel everything around this line here. More of your 4th chakra if you're aware of it, as well as your 3rd. So really getting those energetic points nice and open, waking them up, as well as waking up your thoracic spine. I tell you, if you can fix your hips, that'll really have much more of an effect up here too on your torso. Exhale. One way to fix your hips is to squeeze your butt. That'll put them in place. Good. And then twist again. Exhale. Beautiful. One more time. Nicely done. Let's see what breath can do and how we can really manipulate how flexible or how much we can twist in our spine. So let's go ahead and do a high, hands with fingers interlaced, feet together. And the reason why I want to have my feet together is also because I want to squeeze my thighs together to really fix my hips in place. All right, try that. Inhaling up all the way to the top and hold that breath. Yes, let's first get a feel for our spine. Put our minds in our lower back, lumbar, and then work your way up through the vertebrae. Give it a little bit of a shake, a little bit of a wiggle, all the way to that thoracic spine, middle back. And then if you can imagine it, work it all the way between your shoulders and maybe even a little bit of the neck too. Imagine like your shoulders are expanding up, 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 distancing themselves from their sockets, even if just slightly. And then relax, exhale, dissolve down like you're in a medium of water. Good. Good. So always do your stretches like that. Really try and vividly imagine what's happening inside your body. And not only imagine, but really feel it. Put your mind where you're moving. All right, so go ahead now to the other side or one side. Let's go ahead and do this in parts. So we're going to inhale as we pull up. And then we're going to try wrists first. Elbows, squeeze those thighs together, fix those hips. Shoulders turn. And then chest. Now you're feeling a real twist. Ooh. And if you're squeezing your thighs, you're really feeling it. Focus on where you feel it. Hold that breath. Exhale down. Nicely done. We're going to do that one more time. And when we release, we're not going to release all the way. We're going to take a deep breath again. And then you'll see that you actually twist even further than before. Let's try. Inhale. Twist. Wrists, elbows, shoulders, chest. Exhale slightly, not all the way out. And not all the way back. Now, take a deep breath in again. Pull up, and then twist even further than before. Woo, look at that. We're getting even more twist in our back. Great job. Exhale all the way back out into the center. Good. Let's repeat that whole process over to the other side. When we think of meridians, we really have to imagine lines, vertical lines and horizontal lines going through our arms. If we can stretch these, pulse these, press them in together, stretch them back out. This is like moving traffic on a road. If you stretch out the road, it doesn't look so busy because the cars are more spread out. And if you tap the road, if you can imagine a bridge like a suspension bridge shaking, you kind of shake off all the dust as well. Same thing. You just want to really imagine like your body's made up of these lines. What can we do to free up our energy? All right, so go ahead, pulling up, and then twist to one side, hold that breath, wrists, elbows, shoulders, chest, squeeze the thighs together, hold the hips in place. 3, 2, 1. Exhale out. Beautiful. Let's do that again with that nice trick we did before. Slight release and then back in it. Inhale. And then from here, I would like for you to twist, hold that breath, go as far as you know how. There we go. Hold. Release slightly now. Just there's fine. Inhale again. And then twist even further. Even further. More. 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 Exhale. Well done. You felt that right here, right? So all the way through. Your shoulders, your back, your spine. Don't worry about these new feelings you have, or maybe parts of you that you didn't know you should be feeling or were feeling. That's okay. All a part of becoming familiar with our body and our condition. All right, so let's go ahead and work on our side meridians. There's a lot of these meridians that come here down the sides, and it'll actually help not only with the side of our torso, but our hips too. So feet twice shoulder width, almost, right? All right, so from here, we're gonna hold the wrist on one hand. And we're going to come down, inhale, and then watch this. Pull the hand straight out. So we're feeling it all the way through the armpit, rib cage, and maybe even all the way down to our waist. Hold it right there with the breath. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Release out. So consciously and deliberately and much more, well, in step, like taking it step by step, joint by joint, you can really feel out the whole body. Let's go to the other side. Try again. Inhale. Hold that breath as you pull that wrist with the arm getting more and more straight. Beautiful. Nice job. Feeling the armpits, feeling the rib cage, feeling all the way down to the waist. Hold that breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. I felt that one all the way down to my hip. So that is also possible. Some of you may be feeling it all the way down to your thigh. So that gallbladder meridian runs all the way down there. So sometimes we really do feel the entirety of our side. So let's try and get a little bit lower this time. You can even try and push your hip out to exaggerate the movement. Okay? So try. Inhale to one side. Try and push the hip this time. And then pull the hand as well. Really extend with the arm. Hold it right there for 3, 2, 1. And dissolve. Bend the knees, bend the joints, relax yourself. Back to center. All right, let's do it again. If you were curious as to why the holding of the breath, we're actually trying to purposefully raise our blood pressure. And hopefully with our conscious attention, we can actually draw the circulation to where we need it the most. It's like a neurofeedback. I feel it here. Brain, help me out. It's something like that. All right, so let's go on to the other side. Inhale, pulling the arm, and then really try and push out the hip. Hold and make that arm really straight. It will be really good if you can stack the shoulders right on top of each other. So not front, not back. Hold it right there. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Really good indication is that even though these are simple exercises, you may be sweating, you may be perspiring, you may even be feeling warm inside the body. That's exactly the first principle of brain education with water up, fire down, or warm body, cool mind. Let's keep going. So from here, we're actually going to exaggerate one more step and do what I asked of you not to do the first time, which is to twist the shoulder. All right, we're going to open up only slightly just in case anybody has any pains in the low back, okay? Let's try again. Inhale to one side, pull that arm. You can push the hip if you like to help exaggerate the effect. And then from here, twist ever so slightly so that you're looking up at the ceiling. Now you're feeling not just your gallbladder meridian, but maybe even your liver or your stomach meridian right there. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, relax the arms. Exhale out. You might even recognize the emotion that's trapped inside the body by your reaction. Like if your reaction comes out as worried, you know that that part holds some fear or some concern, some conscious insecurity, right? But if you come out looking frustrated and angry, like, why is he hanging out there too long? Well, there's your anger, right? So there's a way in which you can indicate to yourself what emotions you're feeling at any one time via the body. Let's keep going. All right, go ahead. Inhale, pull that out, and the only way through is accept, just breathe, smile. That's the only way to really go through change. Hold it right there for 3, looking up, 2, 1. Exhale. Beautiful. Shake out the body. So shaking is actually quite therapeutic. For the same reason we started that way, shaking is also an oscillating therapy, right? So you're telling your nervous system, everything's good, everything's comfortable. Think of baby, right? This is what you do to a baby, right? So you're doing it to yourself. You're giving yourself that love, that self-care, that nostalgia of what it felt to be in your mom's arms. If you want to think of it that way. Exhale. Good. All right, so let's go ahead. We've still got some more work to do. I'm going to help you exaggerate the effects with your low back. This is a really easy stretch for almost anybody, and you're going to feel it right here, as well as in the back of your legs, the hamstring. A lot of our very important and almost unconscious meridians, like we're not always aware of them, are right there, okay? Some fears, some anxieties, maybe here too. So let's try and settle in. Feet together. I want to try and bend my knees and have my hips sit back as though there's a chair, an imaginary chair behind me. All right, so let's go ahead and sit right here. And when that nice little belly of yours or the bottom of your abdomen kind of touches the thigh, this should be enough for now. From here, we're going to roll forward and then rest the rest of our torso on our thigh. Hands hanging, even if it's up here. It's all good. And you should be feeling a stretch right there. To exaggerate, relax the head, relax the neck, relax the arms. Really feel that out back there and exhale out too. From here, try your best to keep your head down and stretch out your knees. Some of us may not be able to stretch all the way, maybe just here. Others may be able to stretch fully, like into a forward bend. There you go. You may be feeling it all the way through the back, just like that. Bend the knees back again. There we go. Raise the torso, and then push the hip forward straight. Wow. Super at getting your body warm. I am sweating. It's really easy to get your body warm if you know what you're doing. All right, so really feel conscious. Like I told you, if you're thinking of meridians and joints, you gotta, well, you're way ahead of the game. All right, so let's go ahead, do that one more time. Let's do it 2 more times, actually. It's so good. All right, so feet together. Whenever you're feeling that low back stretch, you can do this seated, by the way, but I like the standing because then I can do the forward bend and help stretch the back of my legs too. So you could do this as a quick break in the office. Sit as though you're about to take a seat on a stool or maybe a chair. And just as that stomach touches your thigh, that'll be enough for now. You can go lower, of course, but this is good enough. Lower your upper body. Hang it over. Arms, head. Until you feel that spine really hang. So it's almost like an inversion, but you're letting your back arc, and you're letting your back spread, and you're breathing out the residual tension. There you go. From your knees, straighten out. That's it. And you can keep your upper body forward and down so it looks almost like a forward bend. Keep the legs nice and straight. Here is fine too, just as straight as you can. Set yourself back down to where you came from. Raise your upper body. You can use your hands and then push the hip forward and straight. Beautiful. Can you guys feel how different your brain feels right now? This is almost like a sacral pump. If you guys know a little bit about the brain, which I think you should, there's a cerebral spinal fluid. What that means is like if your car was the brain and it had an engine, this is the radiator fluid that kind of cools it down. It runs through the spine, and whenever you stretch the spine, release the tensions, the inflammations, or even the swelling between your vertebrae, muscular tension, musculoskeletal tension, and really have that sacral pump, then that fluid rushes all the way up, cools your brain, makes you feel like you're sweating, but it's cooling it down, and it's also warming up the body. Everything is great like that. This is an optimal condition. We're getting close to our great condition that we're always seeking, to have a clear head and a warm, active body. Go ahead, sitting back down. You can almost feel the stretching of the low back, bottom abdomen sitting on the thigh, resting the upper body down, hands, head, all the way down like that. Beautiful. You can hang out here for a sec. Really let go of the tension. And then go ahead and straighten the knees. Try and feel out all those back meridians. If you start to feel a bit of a shake in the legs, great. That's the meridians and the acupressure points opening up with energy. Beautiful. And then go ahead and sit back down. Bring your body back up. And then push your hips forward and straight. Hi, Shonada. Feels so good. So simple, yet so effective. Really easy breaks for anyone. If you can remember any one of these exercises, woo, you're going to have a great rest of your day. All right, so now that we've felt the back meridians, the side meridians, we really focused much on the upper body, but you can't neglect that we definitely felt our lower body too. I feel like we should do one more for our front meridians to really feel everything through here and our conception vessel open up. So we'll do a one full stretch, and we're actually going to use our butt to squeeze. So check this out. Feet together as we interlace. First, we're going to pull our hands up and back. So it's almost like opening up the armpits right here and the chest angle. So go ahead and watch as we inhale. Pull the arms up and back, just like that. And we're trying to pull the arms further back. We're not leaning back just yet. Pull the arms further back, and you can feel like as though the heart's trying to push through. The chest is like kind of spreading open. Solar plexus kind of punching right through there. Exhale out. Keep pulling back, find more space. Exhale out as you do. Exhale out. Arms don't have to be entirely straight, but somewhat straight. Exhale out. And release. Whoa. So you really felt that space opening up. Even the way you stand, your posture, your balance of weight on your feet, you can feel it's much more centered after these set of exercises. Let's do that one more time, but this time really open up the torso as well as the front of our hips by pushing the hip forward and squeezing the butt to protect the low back. Go ahead, inhale up. Pull the hands back first, and now squeeze that butt as you push your hip forward slightly. Now you can feel your abdomen, maybe even your hips and your thighs. Hold it right there. Exhale continuously here. And if you feel that gentle, maybe subtle, maybe not so subtle shake in the body, beautiful. Enjoy the trembling and shaking of your body. Exhale through. No sharp pains in the back. You're squeezing your butt, protecting your low back, but you're feeling the trembling throughout the body. Exhale through. 3, 2, 1. Hi, Shonada. Wow. Clap to you. Beautiful. So we can definitely say we're much more in our bodies now than how we started. We're feeling more of our bodies. This is a true sensitization. Let's go ahead now and begin our breathing portion. Grab a seat, either on the floor or on a chair. Be right back. Whew. Okie dokie. So the only difference is with this breathing is that even though your body stopped moving, that doesn't stop your mind from moving. And that doesn't stop your breath from moving, nor, together, being conscious of your breathing, where it's going, how it's moving, and maybe even how it's moving your body. Yes, breath has that power to expand and change the shape of our body. So go ahead first and really appreciate this. Resting one hand right here on the knee, maybe the right hand right here on the chest. Just kind of rest with the weight of it. So really drop the shoulder down, elbow right there. And all I want you to notice without taking control of your breath at all is the power of observation. Your ability to see your chest move and expand and drop. So there's no speed, there's no tempo to this. I just want you to feel and connect with your chest here for a moment. Feel if it's moving at all. I hope so. How it's moving. How fast. Maybe even if you can sense your heartbeat, if it's really thumping through. Or could you even sense temperature, and not just the skin, but could you really seek something of a deeper sense? Can you feel that warmth inside your body? So this is really raising our ability to sense. And it's okay if you don't at first. Even not feeling is still a feeling. The attempt is what counts. From this point, we can definitely now start to follow more of our breath. So take note of where your breath is at any one moment. Keep the mouth slightly open. We're going to divert the exhale out through the mouth. And here I want you to notice how your chest kind of descends and settles in. Inhaling in through the nose, and you can close your eyes to help you imagine, visualize, or even feel. And exhale out through the mouth. Keep your focus, your mind, consistently on the chest. Your consciousness shouldn't really escape this window right here. In through the nostrils. Inflating much like a balloon. And then out through the mouth. This is also a great way to ventilate all parts of your being, meaning your thoughts. Dissolve and out through with the air molecules, your pains or discomforts. Gathering with the breath, exiting with your exhale. Even your emotions or feelings, you can dispel them, you can cycle them and move them. Memories or images that come up, you did move much of your history. Your body also holds that. And this is the power of your conscious mind, to really draw more meaning out of breath and more value. Like it was truly an exchange, not only of air and toxins, but also of information, of thoughts, emotions, or memories. Slowly now, dropping your hand to your abdomen. We're going to try and divert our attention now to the second area of focus for our breathing right here. This is called our Danjan, or otherwise Dantian, second chakra, sitting right below our navel and about a fair way into the center. You want to imagine as though this center is expanding like a balloon, so you're breathing into your diaphragm, really expanding this area here. And exhaling out. Energetically, your air, your breath, can enter any part of your body. Physically, however, it can only go as far as your diaphragm can stretch or pull. So you want to imagine as though the breath reaches all the way down, becoming full, and then emptying out. The quality of your breath should turn into something we call cosmic breathing. So your inhale feels like silk, so smooth and soft. If there was a feather in front of your nostrils, it would barely move. Similarly with your exhale, cosmic breath. So there's a continuous exhale, and you're breathing in and out deeply, but ever so smoothly and like silk. So you're giving your mind much more to focus on. The depth, the size, the direction, the quality, the feeling. You'll come to find that even in stillness, there's always so much happening. Everything is happening. You are still happening. It's like one of those things where you look out to nature, and even though you're still, the trees are still, the wind is bustling, the leaves are shaking, some in the air flying, the grass, the cold sharpness of the air or the warmth of the sun on your skin. So much is happening, just like in this moment here. Breath coming in you, through you, around you. Changing colors, changing shapes, changing directions all the time. Very much alive. Slowly relax the hands. Sony. So try now and then get into your feeling, your being at this point. Here, we're going to lift our hands slowly. Go ahead and raise your palms. Feel the center of your palms. So you're bringing your attention as though you're holding something. And this is the final part of our sequence. Turn your hands in to face each other, ever so gently, slowly, softly. Make sure there's some room between your elbows and your body. And then from here, close your eyes. Let's begin with our JiGam meditation. In this energy, are you sensing anything in the middle of your hands? Between your hands? As you bring them slowly closer together, ever so slowly, without touching. Slowly. And then slowly further apart. Can you feel something, whether it's temperature, a buzzing, a tingling sensation, a magnetic energy? Feeling that right there. Keep your eyes closed and feeling, and really start to enjoy this sensation between your hands. Moving in and out. Moving in and out slowly, softly. There we go. Really start to feel the sensation as you move in and out. And maybe you can imagine something between your palms here. Like an energy ball, like a space, like a color, a cloud, or any kind of medium, moving in and out. Slowly, easily. In this space, our brain waves are slow enough to feel and not only think. Your brain and your intelligence is more than just your intellect. It's your feeling. It's your sensations. It's your sentiment. In this, we really access more of our creative potential, our power. In this, we really truly connect with the same medium that our essence is made from, our spark, the will to continue living. And what we truly want sits in this space here. Not in rational thought, not in intellect, but in doing, in feeling. And so you can ask yourself here, what do you want? And who are you truly? What do you need? And where are you headed to right now? Slowly drop your hands down to your knees. There you go. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling out. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling out. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling out. Rubbing your palms together. Make them nice and warm. Rub, 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 rub. And then from here, go ahead and cover your eyes. Rolling your eyes to the right. Rolling your eyes to the left. Up and down. And slowly sweep that beautiful warmth throughout your face. Head. Neck. Chest. All the way down. Perfect. Wow. Let's go ahead and close our session before we do a little bit of sharing and announcements. Hands over your abdomen, just like how we began. And the word right now is kamsamnida. That means thank you. So let's go ahead and thank each other. Kamsamnida. And to your neighbors near, kamsamnida, and far, kamsamnida. Well done, well done, well done. Beautiful, beautiful job, everybody. Amazing. Wow, 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 wow. No music, maestro? Yeah, we need to celebrate. Get that energy up. You guys did amazing today. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really good job. SBM, which is really our forte, where we really take you through that simple sequence. So in review of what we did, we stretched, opened up the body, the meridians, all those nice channels to really open up the connection and sensitize our brain, or otherwise our second brain, the body. Moving into breath and then really accumulating as well as circulating that energy. And then finally, the awareness. The awareness of that energetic meditation is so beautiful. It really comes back to your essence, your true you. You aren't alive if you don't have energy. It's the one thing that really unites us as human beings. Anything that's living, really. And so you have to understand this is really a blessing. It's a gift to really be able to breathe like that. Do you notice how much the universe is still happening inside of you. That in itself is an amazing blessing. It really is. Thank you all so much, because you guys are a blessing to us too. Thank you so much for joining. If you have anything to share, please tell us how you felt, what you did, how you did, and how you feel right now, this instant. And let us also know if you think that you can do some of these trainings at home. Maybe you can share them with a few of your friends. Please do so. If you can't remember them, you can't show off, just send them the video. It's that easy. Brain Education Me at the YouTube. Well, at YouTube, our channel, Brain Education and Me. So for those on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I know some of you save it so you can watch it later on. But do make this a practice, and that means a consistent and sustainable lifestyle. Do this once a day, once a week, whatever it is. Make sure you're in connection with yourself and how you feel, and give yourself that good feeling. Give yourself that Aishonada. All right, guys, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this Sunday evening with SBM. And for everyone who attended on the Zoom as well as the YouTube, thank you all so much. Munira, all the way from Spain. Oh, your comments are crazy. Wonderful. Kamsamnida to you too. All right, and for everyone that's new, I see some new names, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And Dr. Alexandra, I think you're also one of them as well, a few of the regulars. Thank you so much. I hope to see you next time, and I'll see you, well, Tuesday, Instagram and Facebook. That's also happening. I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Master Maz here from Brain Education Middle East.